What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Mad Villain Sports. So we are on the morning after the announcement that Juan Soto signed with the New York Mets. So, um, you know, cool for him, cool for Juan Soto for signing. He would have been he would have been the highest paid athlete regardless of if he signed with the Yankees or the Mets. Steve Cohen did say he was not going to be outbid for Juan Soto. Um, but at the end of the day, I don't think it mattered who it was. It was whoever was going to sign, whoever was going to give Juan the most amount of money possible. So, because I would imagine you're not going to notice a difference in your overall net worth if you are making $47 million a year or $51 million a year. I'm pretty sure it all feels the same. Those paychecks are gigantic, so I don't think he would have missed it. So there must have been something in the contract that he liked more besides the money. I read that he has an opt out after 5 years unless they give him a $4 million raise or something like that year after year. But 15 years for what, $765 million? It's crazy. That is crazy. Uh, yeah, Juan Soto's a generational talent, one of the best baseball players in the MLB, if not probably the best right now. Um, but yeah, I'm actually surprised how high the Yankees went, up to 700 million and whatever the hell it was is just crazy. I didn't think. I think once I saw the numbers saying that they're at like 700 million to sign him, I thought the Yankees would have for sure been out. But at the end of the day, they knew it wasn't about playing for a specific team. It was about who's gonna give him the biggest contract. It could have been, who's on the East Coast, the Pittsburgh Pirates. They could have offered him $900 million and he would have signed with them. So again, I don't think it matters, like loyalty in the sport, like in the teams and stuff. It don't matter. They just want to get paid, and yeah, so like it is what it is. Like he's gonna sign. He's gonna go where he's gonna want to go. So you can't fault somebody for doing it for the money, right? But you don't want to hear stuff coming out of their mouths when they're saying like, "Oh, I always wanted to be a part of this organization, this, that, or the other." Like you can't say that, right? Like Derek Jeter always wanted to be a Yankee. Aaron Judge, he always wanted to be. He knew he wanted to be a Yankee, so that's why he signed with them after he tested free agency and stuff. So it's just like Juan Soto better not come out talking about, oh yeah, I like whatever the fuck the Mets are. I always wanted to play for the Mets. I don't think anyone has ever said that they want to play for the Mets. So, the Yankees are the king of New York. It's just like no one ever says I want to play for the Clippers, I want to play for the Angels, or I want to play, any lesser team. It's LA, it's the Yankees. It's the Dodgers. LA is the Lakers. Like no one's ever said that they want to sign with these other people in the same city, in the same state and or city. So, but yeah, like I said, it is what it is. Like nothing you can do about it at this point. Like yeah, we can be like, damn, that sucks. You don't want to. Yankees fans, I don't want to hear like, oh yeah, he's not even a great player. He has his faults. I think obviously the best thing about Juan Soto is his plate discipline, his vision. Get on base, get hit home runs, yada yada yada. He's not good on the other end. Like he's not the best defensive player. He's not the best base runner. So he does have his faults, just like anybody, any player. No player is 100%. elite in every area that they're in. But again, he is a power hitter that can hit, can get on base, RBIs, and all that good stuff. So yeah, 765 million. That is just crazy that he got that. It is what it is. I'm kind of happy that it's over with. We figured it out. He's where he's gonna go. Um, he is gonna. It's better for us as the Yankees organization, like in the AL, because he didn't go any team in the AL, so we have nothing to worry about until the World Series, if they make the World Series again. So if it was really about chasing a ring, I don't think it was, because why would you go to the NL where the Dodgers are kind of the super team in the NL? I mean, everyone has a chance to win the World Series. Right now, there's been no back-to-back World Series champion in the last however many years. There's been no back-to-back. It's been a lot of low seeds have been winning the World Series. So right now, baseball, although there is great teams, it is pretty, it's pretty fair right now, I guess you could say, in terms of like who has won and who hasn't. The Mets did give the Dodgers a run for their money last in the divisional, or the championship, but not as much as the Padres did. So, he ended up going to a pretty the tougher side, I would say. The AL, I don't think is that hard, all things considered, right now. Not like it was a couple years ago. A couple years ago, at least in the Yankees little conference thing, that thing was pretty tough between the Rays, Boston, even the Orioles. All four of them were pretty neck and neck. But yeah, I don't think this was again. I don't think this is about legacy. This wasn't about chasing a ring. This wasn't about. I've always wanted to play for X team. It was 100% just who's going to give me the most money. That's all it was. I mean, I think his manager is notorious for being all about the money. So, damn, imagine that manager. He got like 20% of that deal. Sheesh. But either way, yeah. I mean, like I said, it is what it is. It doesn't matter. You don't. It's just like a job, right? There's no loyalty here. Like, you'll go to whoever pays you the most. So you can't fault him for that. But I honestly thought, with what he produced last year, or this year, last year with the Yankees, and everything he did with this organization, I seriously thought that was going to at least give him the edge with staying with the Yankees, regardless of if it's going to be a few $1,000,000 short, a few $1,000,000 here, a few $1,000,000 there. But it is what it is. He signed with the Mets. Next year's going to be pretty exciting to watch. The Mets last year destroyed the Yankees, or this year destroyed the Yankees in their matchups. They will match up, I believe, in July. They match up against the Subway Series at the Mets Stadium. So that's going to be an interesting game to watch. It's going to be an interesting game to see the first time when we see Juan Soto's first. I'm definitely going to watch the first Mets game. That's a sentence I never thought I'd ever say, but I'll definitely be watching the Mets and following them, because as much as I can't say I dislike the Mets. I don't have anything against the Mets. I'm not from New York, so I don't have that kind of beef with them. But either way, we'll see what happens. It's going to be an interesting game to watch when the Mets meet up with the Yankees next year at some point. I think it's in July, because they meet the Dodgers in May, right after the Angels series. So I'll be going to the Angels game like I go every year, but I will not be going to the Dodgers one because it's way too expensive, and I don't care that much. But yeah, I mean, glad it's over. Now the Yankees can use some of that money to rebuild, because they do have a ton to rebuild. Now they have to rebuild outfield. They have to rebuild their bases, because I think they need first baseman, a third baseman potentially. They need an outfielder to replace Juan Soto. There's news that they're going to do something with Verdugo, that they might trade him. So they need left field. Giancarlo might go back to left field. You never know. Might get off that DH spot and go back to left field. But yeah, so we'll see where this goes. I'm just happy that it's over, just so I can see. So now there can be some more news, and now that everyone's off the Juan Soto sweepstakes. Every team can start focusing now on the off season. Hopefully, some good moves being made on whatever team makes the moves. But yeah, we'll see. All right, well, that's it for me. Thanks for watching Madden Sports. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace.